Hello and welcome to this video on supplementary verse 2. I will first of all share the text with you. There we are, and I'll read it through slowly twice and we will then analyze it. Hastasia bhushanam danam satyam kanthasya bhushanam Shrotrasya bhushanam shastram bhushanaya kim prayojanam. And again, Hastasya bhushanam danam satyam kanthasya bhushanam Shrotrasya bhushanam shastram bhushanaya kim prayojanam. Now, going through it in detail, Hastasia. Let me share my iPad screen. So we have Hastasia bhushanam danam. First of all, note that this verse consists of a series of effectively what are 4 separate sentences. Each pada, each half verse, stands as an independent sentence on its own. Hastasia bhushanam danam stands as a sentence on its own, as does satyam kanthasya bhushanam, and so on. These are what's known as equational sentences. A is B, that generosity is the ornament of the hand, as the literal translation of the first pada, the first half line. As so often, the verb is, to be, is, can be omitted, and that's perfectly correct. Just as in English, we can say a sentence like, no smoke without fire. We can omit, we can say, there is no smoke without fire, but we can equally say, no smoke without fire. The is understood, and it's still a grammatically correct sentence. So, Hastasya bhushanam danam. So, hasta is means a hand, and this is a masculine noun ending in the most common form of all, the most common declension, the declension with a short a at the end, which makes its genitive by changing the final a to asya. So, Hastasia, of the hand. So, danam, dana, of course, we already know, it's from the root da, to give. One of the ways of making a verbal noun is adding na to the root, and so we get dana. Stem form dana, inflected form neuter singular, so that it becomes danam. And we have, but the word has virtually come into English, certainly among Buddhists, as in dana. So the root meaning is simply giving, and then by extension, that which is given, and also by extension, by further extension, the moral quality of being a giver. So it can also be translated as generosity. Now the root bhush, there we are, bhush. The root originally means to strive, but for some reason I can't fathom it also means to adorn. So, and that's by far the most common use of it. And you make a verbal noun, neuter, the stem bhushana, inflected form, it's neuter, nominative, singular, bhushanam, just means an adornment, any kind of ornament that one wears on the body. So, putting it into an English order, danam bhushanam hastasya. Danam, giving or generosity, is the adornment of the hand. In other words, rather than henna what makes your hand, this is effectively saying, is what makes your hands beautiful is not, painted henna or rings or things that you wear upon your hand. What makes the hand beautiful is giving. Note also, we'll see this again and again as we go along, Hastasia bhushanam. Hastasia, of the hand, the bhushanam, adornment. The word in the genitive, Hastasia, of the hand, almost invariably precedes that which is possessed. So you would not say in Sanskrit, bhushanam Hastasia, the adornment of the hand. The word order is very much with our English apostrophe S. So let's say, translate this with the apostrophe S construction, the hand's ornament. So if we're using the of construction, we have to say the ornament of the hand. If we're using the apostrophe S construction, we have to put hands first. That always happens like that in English. Remember that the order in Sanskrit, and the same applies in Pali, is the same as our apostrophe S construction. It invariably, in English, almost invariably in Sanskrit and Pali, comes before the noun which is possessed, so ornament possessed of by the hand. In fact, it's perfectly possible, indeed highly likely, that our apostrophe S, the possessive ending, is actually cognate with the Sanskrit ending asya, which in Pali is asa. So, hands ornament, giving. Or hands ornament, generosity. So generosity is the ornament of the hand, meaning generosity is what makes the hand beautiful. And the following two padas follow the same construction. So satyam. Satyam is truth. It's from the root as. The verbal base is slightly irregular. The participial base is sat, meaning being, and satya, make a noun out of that. Satya, from the root to be, means that which is, that which really is. And by extension, it means truth. So, and not only truth, but truth-telling, telling the truth. Kanta is the throat. Kanta in Sanskrit means both the neck, the entire neck, and internally the throat. So truth is the adornment of the neck/throat. So in other words, you might have ornaments and necklaces and things around the neck, but the real adornment of your neck/throat is the truth. So truth-telling is the Kantasya Bhushanam, the adornment of the throat, neck. Shrutrasya Bhushanam Shastram. The root shru means to hear. The suffix tra, often used to mean an implement or a tool for doing something. One very interesting one is man, mind or think, and a mantra is a mind tool, mantra. It is gonated, that's you strengthen that u before the tra, so it becomes shrutra, that with which, or the implement with which you hear, namely the ears. So shrutrasya, of the ear, shastram, that's the shastras, the sacred teaching, the teaching scriptures. It's actually from the root shas, meaning to teach. There are the Upanishads, well, there are the various scriptures, the Vedas, the Upanishads, and so on. Sorry, long shas. Actually not the same as shas, which is to cut, Distinguish those carefully. Shas, to teach. Shas, to cut. Using the same tra ending that we've just looked at, the Shastra is literally then a teaching tool. So it is those parts of the Hindu scriptures that were devised for the purposes of teaching. They're the Shastras, and you might translate it in modern English as teaching aids. Shastra, teaching tools, educational aids. So Shastram, the Shastras, we use the word in English, the Shastras. Shastram Shrutrasya Bhushanam. The Shastras are the adornment of the ear. So what it's saying here is you want to make your ears beautiful, or your hearing implements, the Shrutra, beautiful. Rather than putting on earrings, you beautify your ear by hearing the teachings. So Shrutrasya Bhushanam Shastram. Now we come to Bhushanaya Kim Prayojanam. So we've had the Bhushanam 3 times now in the neuter, sorry, because it is a neuter word, sorry, in the nominative singular, Bhushanam 3 times. We now come to the same word, Bhushanai. Let me go to the next page, Bhushanai. In the instrumental plural. And it's a standard phrase, something in the instrumental plural, and say, Kim prayojanam, what use? In English we say, what is the use of ornaments? In Sanskrit they say, by ornaments, what use? Bhushanai kim prayojanam. The meaning here, of course, is that the true ornament for the hand is generosity. The true ornament for the neck is the truth that comes out of your throat. The true ornament of the ear is not earrings, but hearing the Shastras. Ornament is used in a figurative sense here that now comes to the literal sense. It's saying, what is the use of ornaments? Here, ornaments in the literal sense, things like rings, necklaces, earrings, and so on. Bhushanai kim prayojanam. If you really beautify your hands and your neck and your ears with those things, what is the use of what we conventionally know as ornaments? Kim prayojanam. Kim, neuter, sorry, masculine ko is who, interrogative, and it can also mean an adjective as in which one. Kim means either what and also an adjective which one, but kim is the neuter. Neuter. Prayojanam is a neuter noun, so kim prayojanam, what use, or what is the use. Treat kim prayojanam here, you can treat it here as an equational sentence, like what is the use, just what use. So kim prayojanam bhushanai, what is the use of ornaments? So I will read this to you again, twice slowly. I'll share the text with you again if it comes up. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Yeah, here we are, that's better. Hastasya bhushanam danam satyam kantasya bhushanam shrotrasya bhushanam shastram bhushanai kim prayojanam. And once more. Hastasya bhushanam danam satyam kantasya bhushanam Shrotrasya bhushanam shastram bhushanai kim prayojanam. And that's it on this video.